Hello everybody, welcome to the first episode of Reclamation. I'm Nick the Dark, and let's see here, we have a very interesting world. I activated a bonus chest because why not? Let's get it. And we can also get the torches, they'll become useful. And the chest, of course. The chest. Very important. Right, so we have some wooden tools, which is of course useful. And let's see what we're working with here. We got given a bunch of wooden tools, so I think we should probably upgrade them. And we should also get some of this wood. I see some of those blue copper blocks. That is something that we will also need to get. And as you can see by the sky, this isn't a regular reclamation experience. There's actually a lot of weather involved. And also, I installed the Minecolonies mod, which will allow us to make villagers, and their houses. But the thing is, if we build those villages outside, they will just get destroyed by the tornadoes, so we will actually have to build inside a cave. Which is exactly why I chose a seed that gives us access to these large open caves where we can actually create a village, as you can see down there. And that is why I chose this seed in particular. I will post the seed in the video so that you can also use it. We will probably have to hang on to these dead bushes right here. We will leave them here because once we get the beehives, or the apiaries, as they're called in this mod, we can actually make some bees, and the bees can get us some logs. And that's what we're going to be doing. Now, let's get the stone. Yeah, I see these open caves. But for now, we'll just work on upgrading the tools. And of course, there's this quest book, which allows us to get a bunch of things. So until we get a bed, we can't really complete this task. But once we get the Minecolonies starter base, we'll just be able to use that bed to turn in this quest. So that's all good. It basically says that the world gen is different, there are no ores underground, everything is different, the dirt turned into, well, basically this, right? So the main idea behind reclamation is that you have to bring the world back into its sort of natural state. And that's by replacing this dried earth with regular dirt, basically making it green and beautiful once again. And of course we'll also have some villagers, which is of course fun. Alright, is this enough for now? I don't know, maybe we should hang on to these logs because they might come in useful. For example, for making a door. But we can also use these. These I think we can just turn into sticks. I mean, there are not that many of them. But these ones, I'll use 4 of them to make exactly 4 planks. And we will need 4 more actually. And the backpack probably has nothing inside it. Yeah. What we could do is we can put that on the back. That's gonna be some extra inventory space. If I press B, I have access to it. Alright, so let's get some more of this stone. We'll need some for a furnace and a bunch of stuff later. It's actually a nice world, but the weather, of course, and the sun is already going down. So it's past midday. It would be nice to find some string, but sadly I don't think we'll be able to do it by the end of the first night. So we will probably have to die a few times in order to reset ourselves. The cave spiders will actually poison you, so it's kind of hard to survive once you get poisoned. You know, it brings you down to half a heart, and anything can kill you at that point. And food is, as you can imagine, in the very beginning, it's quite limited. Another thing that I added into this world is fishing. So I installed a fishing bot mod, which basically allows you to just stand there and fish automatically. I don't have to like reel the fish in. The character will do it by himself. And there's also another mod that's called like better fishing rods or something like that. So it basically upgrades your fishing rod as you use it. It breaks, of course, but you can get much better fishing loot that way. Alright, so we have the crafting table. We can make an axe and a pickaxe. That's what we need. An axe and a pickaxe. Right. So now we can get these blue things, which are copper. If you hear noise in the recording, that's probably my bird playing. So just like that, he's playing with a metal ring. He likes rings, so I expect to be hearing that a lot. Because he's quite a playful little character. Let's see here. Caves. I think it's a bit early for caves. If there's a blue thing there, we might get at some point. Alright, there are more of those things. With the copper. Does this one have any? No. Well, let's get that one, and then that one, and then that one maybe. Yeah. And at night we'll have to kill some spiders to hopefully get at least 4 string is what we need. Because 4 string and 5 sticks makes you a scoop. And you can just scoop up the beehives that way. And then build an apiary. There's another thing we need. We need sand and clay. That's usually found on riverbeds, so far I don't see any rivers nearby. Blackberry seeds could be useful. I also need some logs, because the logs in this modpack are not very efficient. You get pretty much 1 plank per log. But there's a cutting board which allows you to get more out of it. Okay, keep looking. No copper. There is a thing over there, which would be interesting to explore. Oh, actually, here's one of the beehives. So if I go here, I should probably mark it as a location to come back to later. So, create waypoint. B. There we go. And that's a hole. Let's see the structure. And we can go up here to see if that has any copper. And if it does, then we'll get some. If it doesn't, well, what can you do? No, I don't see any. So let's go to that structure thing. Hopefully before the mob starts spawning. And we'll check out what it is. I already see some cave spiders on the minimap. Okay, where is the structure? Alright. Well, do I see the structure? Not quite. Where was it? Let's see if I can see it on the map. Is it this? Probably not. Because it's like all the way over there. Interesting. I definitely need to avoid the armored skeleton. Because that's the battle that I don't want to fight right now. Ah, there's the structure. Let's see what it has. Usually those things have some good loot. Oh, nice. There's actually a bunch of raid. Hunger's not the best. Why is there a zombie? I thought zombies weren't supposed to spawn in this one map. Well, apparently they are. Usually it's just husks. Redstone torch, useful. Any chests? Iron bars could be useful. Let's get this cobble. Alright, there's some more iron bars. And whatever that is. Let's see if I can get some of this. Wait, is that an entrance? Oh, there's a barrel here. Interesting. Well, once we use up this pickaxe, we can use the other one. We're already beginning to run out of space, which is why this backpack is super useful. I will put a bunch of stuff we don't need right now into it. And yeah, I don't think I need these books. Except for the quest book. I'll keep the quest book. Well, actually, since we already have the Akashic Tome, I think we can use it to our advantage. Actually, let's put the quest book first. And now we have the Apiary's Guide, War Notebook, and Lexicobotania. And then we could just use one of these books, and boom. There we go. Let's see. So it tells you no ore generates in the world, gives you 100 experience for it, and then you get this oxidized copper. Let's have these notifications go away. Cooked cod slice, that's nice. Actually, that will be useful right about now. Where is it? And we could also top up with some bread. Perfect. So we should have a bunch of saturation from that. And good. We got this barrel. Do we need this barrel? Not really. Alright, so there looks to be another beehive in that direction. And I think it's right here. So this is the brightest block. Create waypoint. Bees. So we have 2 bees. I like spelling with a Z. This is where we just were. Good. So at some point I will come back here and get those bees. But we need a wool block first. And now we'll just continue exploring, I guess. Since spawn is that way, we should probably go away from spawn somewhere in that direction. Where the storm is, I guess. But there's nothing we can do, because the storm is that way. Maybe we'll see some storm. Some tornadoes. That would be nice. Definitely be interesting. I noticed that you can't make boats with the dead planks, but you can make them with like the regular planks that I have, for example, here and here. So I might save those for doors and boats and use the dead planks or dead wood for everything else. We need a good amount of wood in order to start out. So I guess that's what I'll be doing all night. There's a bunch of armor. Yeah, we're going up there. Just gonna ignore these zombies. They don't drop anything useful. Except for rotten flesh. Oh, I got a fort. Make the jump. Fight. That's what happens when you don't make jumps. You get hoarded on. Okay. Nice. Good thing they're bad at climbing. Or worse than us, of course. Okay, the cave spider situation is tricky. You have to kind of sidestep their attacks. Sometimes it doesn't work very well. Because they have these tiniest hitbox in the world. Thank you for the anniversary, by the way, I need that. Okay. We got the first string. But as you can see, we're already on low HP. And rain is not a good sign. Storm is coming. There is another block. What are these mobs? Right, did I get this block? Yeah. So let's get that block as well. There's another bee. Right here. Right. Was that a block? I have to go check. We got one string so far. But the problem is we're out of food. So we'll have to cook a bunch more. For that we need a furnace. I wonder. I mean, for 5, I think that's worth it. So far nothing's attacking us. Let's go check out all this is coming. It's raining. Oh, there are no blocks here. There's a block all over there though. I guess we can get it. It's not gonna take that long. Well, so far, no storms yet. But eventually, the weather is going to become much worse. Alright. Oh, it's nice that you can actually see the blue blocks on the minimap. Because I wouldn't have seen it otherwise. Then there's another one down there. I should get my stuff first before I venture too far. Otherwise I might lose it. Yeah, I guess the very first few hours of reclamation is just basically walking around looking for resources. There's my stuff. And then there was an interesting cave that I want to check out as well. Alright, so this gives us fish. And we got a furnace and crafting table. Nice. So let's check out that cave, and then we'll go down there and grab that blue block. The copper. The cave is interesting. Not just a regular cave. But it definitely looks like an entrance to something.
Alright, what do we have over here? Ah, there's more rain. There's another pool up that way. We'll definitely need to go there later. What an interesting place to put a boat. Please don't fall down. That'll be good. Can we grab it? Yes. Excellent. So, is that a blue block? No. What do I have over here? Yeah, that's the blue block. We should also get some more wood.
And these things give sticks, so I guess we'll grab some of those. Oh, oh, nice. There's another one of those places. And there's lava too. Useful. Rails could be useful, especially once we get access to iron. We can eventually do something with it, maybe. And as we remember from the last time, there's a chest that could give us something useful. Right, let's break this, I guess. And let's use this. Nice. Oh, look, string. String is actually something that we need. Alright, so, good. String is very useful. Let's make something with it. That something is a scoop. Campfires are very useful as well because they give you charcoal. Do we need this mod? Not really. Do I need this lava? I guess I'll find lava eventually. I don't know. So we should definitely continue looking for the copper. And then once we go back, we can get some bees. Yeah, that's a nice line of copper. I'll make a scoop as soon as I see a bee guy. And I need to pick up. Is that a beehive? No, I don't think it is. Block, block, block. That's nice. And then there's another block there. Very useful. Oh, that reminds me, we also need to get some sand, some gravel. Maybe gravel. Clay as well. I'll need this for buckets. And the apiary as well. Okay, that's a good amount of clay. Let's just pick it up. Make sure we don't miss any. I don't think so. Now we also need to get some sand. Oh, that's a great one. We'll also need some seeds. And to get those, we need to break these grass blocks. Okay, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Right. Let's get a wool. And Let's actually make it right away into school. Right. And then let's put the rest of the stuff in the backpack so that we'll have more room. Yeah, backpacks in the beginning are so useful. Alright, let's organize this a bit. So how many seeds do I have in total? Well, water artichoke. Well, this doesn't count. Yes. So we have 4 unique seeds out of the 6. Is this a new one? Yes. But we need one more. I forget which one it is. We'll get it eventually. Okay, so it's starting to rain. Which is... I don't know, it's also getting dark. The tornado seems to be over there in the direction of spawn. Now that it's dark enough... Yeah, I guess let's go back to spawn. Wait. I'm going to see if I can find the kind of feed that I need. Okay, we got all the seeds. 6 unique seeds. Yes, good. Now we just need the bees. Maybe more logs too. Because the logs run out very quickly. Dodge the arrows. If you kind of go from side to side, it's harder to overheat you. Alright, we need to get those bees. I could use more copper, but if I ever run out, I'll go on another expedition. For now, we got everything that we need. Sadly, there is a creeper. Now we'll just run. The main thing is... got this stuff. Hang on, did you drop any... Where's the next one? Because we're kind of forced to build inside of a cave. That's unfortunate. It doesn't have to be this huge drop. Hi, creeper. Nice. Good. And one more. All the way there. Oh, there's some cobble that I missed. I guess I never went down this way. Does there have to be a skeleton here? God. Ah. Shoot the zombie. Yes. Okay. Oh my god, seriously? I thought the zombie was busy with that guy. Apparently he wasn't. Alright, let's get that last beehive and the latest death. Oh, there's another one here. Nice. useful. And of course there's a baby zombie now. Okay, so there's the bees. And there's the copper that I wanted to get. Alright. Skeleton. Do your worst. Oh, zombies too. Nice. Alright, so now I think we are set up with everything. Except for maybe dead bushes. And that is the base location. So I guess the only way is down. Do I need more wood? Kind of feel like we need to get more wood before we go down there, because down there wood is a scarce resource. Up here we can kind of farm some. So there are a bunch of dead trees over there. Something that we definitely have to take advantage of. Larry and the gang kind of after me. Let's see if I can get them with a creeper. Very useful. Okay, spider. Up. Creeper, go! Of course you have to take me with you, but... Where is it? Oh, there. Let's see what that creeper dropped. Nice. Getting some more wood and then going to base. Okay, well I guess... Yeah, we can use the wooden axe. It's gonna take a bit longer. But it's still faster than fists. I do remember seeing much more copper. That is also something that we need to get. We have a bunch of pickaxes, but not enough axes. The storm seems to be getting stronger that way. Let's get a few more copper blocks and we'll descend into, I guess we'll call it Devil's Hole, because it looks like a giant hole that a devil made. You know? The rain is slanting a little bit, so I think some winds are at play. There's a huge cave here, but I think the one next to the water is much more interesting. Although this would be large enough for a small village, I guess, but I like the one next to the water better. Well, from here, the only way to go is down. So let's get a good running start. I guess from here. Maybe even from here. Let's go. Woo! Wow, we went deep. There are a bunch of drowned here. That is a very huge cave. So I guess we'll be starting somewhere. Probably here. Although there's some more copper. That's a nice little nook. that is definitely a place that I want to set up a camp. Let's see. We only have 3 torches. I guess I'll place them sort of on the border so more stuff spawns here. And we'll make this the base. I guess this little space is nice. It's protected from the winds, you know, by the ceiling. And we could definitely put one of those Minecolonies starter bases here. And I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. But first, we should probably get some torches and light up this area a little bit. You know, just so that we can see. Because, yeah, having a bright space is much better than making it dark. I'm just gonna light up the sides a bit so that no mobs can spawn here. Let's see what's over here. Well, it's just a flat wall. That's nice. I guess I'll put a torch here. There's another interesting spot over there. But I think this huge cave is much better for a village. I might put a torch back here as well. Alright, so for a starter base, we'll probably need to make this a little bit flat. Let's select the quest book again. We'll have this. Do we have those? Interesting. You just want me to craft it into blank. Got some more charcoal for that. Alright. So let's think how we should do this. We could move this dirt a little bit. I think we need to figure out the dimensions. First of all, I think we should be efficient with the resources. So, should definitely create a cutting board. The first thing we do. Let's see, we don't have any. No. So first things first. 1, 2, 3, and we also need 1 more. 4. And I guess we'll need 2 more. 5, 6. Which we turn into sticks. And then this thing we could turn into max. Right. So that will make us more efficient at it. If we place the chopping board then, and we get some logs, we can multiply it by quite a bit. There we go. So that got us a lot more wood. Right. Do we have any chests? 1. Just 1 chest. So we need 4 more. And with the chest that we already have, we'll have 5. And now we can make a supply camp. Nice. So now that we have a supply camp, we can place it. Let's actually light up this area a little bit, because I don't want a wandering zombie just waltz up on me. Not the best experience. I had a few like this, which is why some light is of course useful. Zombies have a huge detection range. Alright, now that we have this, I think we should place the supply can. We might have to remove a few blocks here and there in order to be able to place it, but I'm just gonna do ahead of time a little bit there. Alright, is this good enough? Moment of truth. I don't think I see any mobs. Select style. I think we're gonna go with Littleton. And then place supply camp. There it is. Is this good? Maybe one more forward. And we might have to remove a few these. Well, we might not, let's see. Maybe one back. Yeah. Nice. That's exactly what we need. Cool. So now that we have a house that's sort of tucked into the mountain, I guess the first order of business is done. Now, just making sure that nothing can sneak up on me. And put some more torches. You can never have enough torches in a cave. And put some forward as well. Nice. Oh, there's a trident dude. Not the best, because now I'm getting sniped. This is what it looks like when Doom approaches. You know? I wonder if I can get him. Should I try it? Should set my spawn first. Let's see. Alright, now that we've set my spawn, look at that dude. Okay, I think this would be a good fishing spot. Wow. Did drowned dude disappear? Interesting. Okay. Well, this looks like a nice base location. The only problem here, we don't have any dead bushes. And as you might remember, we need dead bushes for bees. And the only way to get bees is to have them feed on the dead bushes. So I think I'm gonna make a little area here. And it's gonna go up all the way to the top. And for that we need a lot of letters, which is why we need a lot of wood. A lot of sticks and other stuff. So table, the coal is useful. I'll put the coal up here. Sort. Oh, a bunch of stuff. I guess I'll keep the bee stuff on me. Where's the sand? Did he get any sand? Guess I didn't. I might want to get some sand as well. I believe there was some sand, actually. Scoop is not the best way to get sand. Now that I don't need a bunch of this, I don't need this yet. The mob drops, the seeds, the string, the cutting board is useful. I'll keep it inside my kits here. Anything else? Is that going to be enough? There's only one way to find out. Alright, 50 spiders. If that's not enough, I'm gonna lose my wall. But I need a way to get up there. Right, now we just need to basically do this. Up, 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 and up. Here we go. Might actually run out of ladders. Right. Quark allows us to go down the ladder. Let's get some more sticks. You can continue chopping. Okay. That's good. Right, we can turn these into planks. And this. Nice. I guess let's turn these into sticks. It's gonna be enough. Hope so. Let's keep going. Oh, alright, axe, so dead. Oh, actually, that much. Fine. Oh, thank you. Wasn't it supposed to get destroyed by the ladder? I was trying to figure out somewhere here, which is definitely interesting. I guess I'll keep the ladder down there, and then I'll just, yeah, use this. Pick it up. Kind of like this. Not the neatest thing in the world, but will do. And there are some dead bushes. And this is where we got out. Mm, I guess you should put the aviaries up here or something. I don't know. never get up there. 12, 11, 10, and 9. Yeah, this block should be it. So if we go down here, now there's light. Is that inside my cave? No. I guess there's another cave maybe up there. Can never be too safe. Torches are important. That's it. So I guess we did a bunch of stuff here. And we still didn't see a tornado. But we made a nice little base inside of here. And yeah, I will see you in the next episode of Reclamation. Bye bye.